Yeah, Red. I'm early, Red. What are you talking about, bro? I'm early. What's up, guys? AWA, Aaron Warrior. What's up? Good afternoon. It's beautiful Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. I'm not high on sugar. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna calm down now. What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I hope you're all doing good. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, send super chats. Make sure to join membership down below if you want. Join. There's only 2 tiers. Not overly expensive. Go ahead and join. New and current subs. If you're checking out my channel for the first time, check out the stream for the first time, and you see what you like, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also, yeah, smash the like button. If you're and yeah, for new subs, whatever, current subs, smash the like button. And if you're a current sub and you haven't joined membership, go ahead, please. Appreciate it. Today we're gonna do. I'm actually doing 2 streams today. So I'm planning to do 2 streams today, guys. This one and Last of Us episode 4, which is tonight. So I'll be doing an after show for episode 4 of Last of Us season 2. To let you all know. So we're doing 2 streams. I know I got her email. Don't worry, Red. I got her email. We're gonna get her on. We're gonna try to interview her. Is it possible? Don't worry. We're gonna get her. This is a wrestler's email who just got released from WWE. I'm gonna try to get her my wrestling email. Yeah, I need Finbar for that, man. Yeah, man. I gotta send to Finbar. Should I invite her to the stream? I don't know if she's seen the movie. Just randomly invite her to the stream. Does she have her DMs open? Well, she does have her DMs open. Oh, get dressed blinded. Uh, um, I'm so gonna get blocked. I'm so gonna get blocked. No, I'm actually doing it. No, I'm not. The force is strong for Yelena. Oh yeah, I'm listening. Blinded. Yeah, yeah. I'll share my thoughts. Well, my thoughts. I like the movie. But I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm definitely. Oh, do it, do it, do it, do it for me, buddy. Um, I got to put this in. I didn't put the. But yeah, I like the movie. I like the movie. As you know, I love the movie. Well, it's actually one of the better. It's the best. Well, Deadpool Wolverine I like, but this movie is like Guardians to me. Guardians 3. What I mean is like the dynamic between the group. Added her? You added her? Oh, all right, good. Well, yeah, she can be my co-host, so whatever. But I like this movie. Good movie. I think it's ridiculous right now that the poster that's up on a billboard in LA, they're removing the Thunderbolts and they're putting new Avengers after 3 or 4 days. I mean, give it a little bit of time before moving the Thunderbolts poster and placing with the new Avengers title. It's only, but unfortunately, unfortunately, as much as this movie's doing good, reception wise, it's not so. It's doing. It's doing okay box office wise. Actually, well, poorer than this first weekend, poorer than Captain America: Brave New World. Fortunately, reception wise, it's doing good, but box office wise, tracking seems to be maybe gets lucky word of mouth. Word of mouth has to hit this movie, and I think it will. But the problem is it's a Marvel movie, and Marvel movies tend to really not, you know, everybody sees it the first 2 weeks and then it dips. But we'll see. But but remember, it's a good movie. And I saw it Thursday. I saw it Thursday. Okay, where did you add her, buddy? Nice, nice. Here. shit, shit. I did it, Red. Red, go check it out, Red. Hey, George. Going off for an hour?
I'm good until like 5:20, 5:30, which is usually when I eat dinner. So like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to it too.
But like
Please.
yeah, just in case it happens earlier, I said at the very least an hour.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. Yeah, Blind is going to join because I think he late a little bit later because he just got out of the shower. Uh,
It sounds like me.
and I know you like the movie. I
Oh, I like the movie a lot actually. I was very surprised. Like I had no expectations for this movie.
yeah. I know Blind to like the movie because he told me in Discord. I know a lot of people like this movie. It's one of the best Marvel movies the last few years for sure.
It definitely is. I mean, well, here's the thing. It's one of the best Marvel movies that doesn't have to rely on nostalgia or
Oh,
being the third film in a series.
except for Bucky. Bucky's like the only nostalgia character there.
But I mean, but when I refer to nostalgia, I don't even mean MCU nostalgia.
Yeah, he's not really the
Like the
not really
nostalgia of like Deadpool and Wolverine and No Way Home, but like
yeah,
also
not
like
really
being
the
that third movie, like how Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was the third one.
yeah,
Like to
yeah.
me, this was more in line with Shang Chi, where it was a great surprise.
Unfortunately, George is doesn't look good at the box office right now. Internationally, it's making like a I don't know. It seems like as of now, internationally in combined, well, worldwide, 162 million worldwide. And unfortunately, that's a little disappointing because it's such a great movie, and maybe word of
Yeah,
mouth will help it.
but honestly, I feel like I don't know if this is in response to Brave New World,
I
which
think
is a
it's a,
shame. It's like you release. I wouldn't say Brave New World's one of the worst MCU movies, but one of the worst reviewed MCU movies before one of the best reviewed Phase 4 to 5 movies.
I think it's a little bit to do with Marvel fatigue, and I think it has to do with characters that we really don't know much about. Like, right? That's it. They have, but this movie was about building up these characters. This characters was about adding to them, this adding layers and story to these new characters. They're going to be at the forefront of the MCU. Yes, Yelena's been in two other projects, right? But but it wasn't really about those two other projects. Wasn't really mostly about her, right? It was about mostly like Natasha and other things, right? Ghost, yes, Ghost was in Ant Man. Wasn't really about her. John Walker, John Walker, that's his name, I think.
Yeah,
John,
John Walker.
yeah, U.S. agent. It wasn't really. It was like Falcon Winter Soldier. It's a little about him, and they continued his story here, right? And you got Red Guardian. Red Guardian didn't really delve into the story here. Uh, Bucky Barnes didn't need much of a story here, right? He was just there because he knows what they feel like because he's been where they feel like. He specifically says that in the film. Uh, who else is there?
Well, I mean, the thing is with this movie, like the thing is, like, first of all, outside of like Bucky and Yelena going into the movie, there was really no one I was that excited to see in this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
So it was like
exactly.
you're taking this group of characters, and it's like you got to do something with them.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to make them interesting, right? You got to make them interesting because they're going to be very important in the future of the MCU going forward. And right, and especially I felt they did that, especially with the Alina. I thought I'm going to say this, George. I think Florence Pugh, the Alina's definitely taken the mantle as the best female character in the MCU right now.
Well, the thing is, first of all, she's one of the best characters
Yeah,
post Endgame. Like she's probably in the few things that she's been in, she's probably got the most
yeah.
character development
And
and story.
the actress is very likable too. Florence Pugh.
Plus, Florence Pugh is so talented. She's such a great actress.
She is, and this
I,
movie
I'm
really
I'm gonna
showed.
be honest. She's probably a better actress than Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, because Scarlett Johansson has never done an accent, if I'm correct, right? She's never done a
Well,
Russian
it's like
accent.
I like Scarlett Johansson, but it's like I feel like Florence Pugh. Like I feel like there's just so much more
Bit more range.
conflict with Yelena than there ever was with Natasha,
She had
which is
like
crazy because we've only seen Yelena in 3 projects, including this one.
yeah. And if you really think about it, Scarlett Johansson kind of acted the same in all the movies. Like even when she tried to act like sad and stuff like that, she didn't. Yeah, well, this is spoilers. Yeah, sideways. Like it's a thing though. Like she's Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, but she didn't talk as Black Widow. Black Widow in the comics, she still had a Russian accent. She never had a Russian accent. She couldn't. Well, maybe it's because she couldn't pull it off. I've managed to say this. A lot of the American actors cannot pull off good accents. Foreign, 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 foreign countries and stuff. I mean, David Harbour did a good job doing a Russian accent. I
Oh,
thought
he
he was
was funny in this movie. He was, him and Florence Pugh were the best parts of this
yeah.
movie.
Like I say this, I say what David Harbour is good at doing the Russian accent. Really, really good. Um, it's ironic that how he others blind. It's ironic how he was in Stranger Things. He was in Russia for the last season. Oh,
Mm,
hey, Blind. Blind just saw it yesterday on Free Comic Book Day. He showed me his comic books in the chat group chat.
yeah, I got a Ultimate Spider-Man omnibus because they were the comic store that I go to. They had like everything was on sale, so I was gonna look for an Animal Man omnibus, but they didn't have it, or at least they didn't have it on the shelf. I should have asked, but no, I got the Ultimate Spider-Man, and then I picked up a few Absolute comics because I haven't been to the comic store in a while, so it was pretty good. And then yeah, and then I saw Thunderbolts, of course.
Yeah, yeah. So we're doing the stream today because I wanted you on.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I thought it was pretty good. I'd probably rank it maybe third or fourth best MCU movie since Endgame.
well,
Um,
it's the best movie since Endgame, according to
I
Adam.
wouldn't say it's the best movie since
Oh,
Endgame because I think that's Guardians 3 is clearly the best since Endgame. That's the one that I think I had the most fun in. It was like a packed crowd. I saw that in IMAX. I mean, I guess people might say No Way Home. I guess you could say No Way Home, but I don't know. It wasn't like there was like all bad movies. I think it was more so there was a lot of floundering movies or disappointing movies, and then there was
well,
stuff like Ant-Man and the Marvels, and some of
there's
the Disney Plus shows were
there's
bad.
certainly
So
there's certainly reasons why that might be from the latest Wall Street article about that interview with Kevin Feige, and we'll talk
yeah,
about
I did see that too.
it. Good thing people talk quotes because it was behind a paywall. I'm not paying money to just for one article. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, that part's annoying.
yeah.
Oh, there's
But
an
yeah,
ice cream truck.
Oh,
yo,
that yeah, by my house.
it's somebody
Okay,
from
I was confused. I thought it was me. I was like, because outside right now it's busy as hell because they got the Sikh parades and stuff. So it's like everything is blocked off and stuff, and people are handing out free food and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
So what were we talking about? We're talking about like basically Lena and then well yeah, definitely Florence Pugh is the standout in this film. She's this like look like this was mostly about Florence Pugh. Honestly, her character
Yeah, she was the main character for sure.
and it worked right because I think it
Mm.
also think it had to be a good actress to. I mean, I honestly think Florence Pugh might be the best female actress in MCU right now. I think
Yeah, I mean she's a pretty good protagonist. I feel like. I did hear you guys talk about how she was better than Natasha. I do agree. I mean, I don't think Natasha really did much. She was kind of bland. She was kind of like one note. Yelena's a little bit more. I know she has a little bit more of a character, but I guess you could say it's also kind of similar to other Marvel characters, like
Well,
very sarcastic and stuff. But
they're giving Yelena character development. They fumbled that with
yeah,
Natasha. Honestly, they
yeah.
fumbled that, right?
Well, they kind of. I mean, their stories is very similar, but yeah, she.
Oh,
I mean, the thing is, they never really explored the idea of Natasha not wanting to be an Avenger because of her past.
yeah,
They only did that like basically when she was dead or like close to her death.
yeah,
Hold on, give me a second. I got a cough.
yeah. They
So yeah, they never. I don't know. I think Natasha, if Yelena is the new Black Widow in the MCU, like permanently,
I
I
think
really wouldn't mind it. I don't
I think
like.
that's
I don't really care for Natasha all that much.
I don't think Scarlett Johansson has any intention coming back to MCU. She's
No,
of all the people that's done MCU, she sounds like the most
I think she will come back for Secret Wars though. She
maybe
did produce this movie, I think.
yeah.
And I think she's producing something else for Marvel. So I do think she is gonna come back because I mean I think one of the craziest things about Endgame is Black Widow, one of the original main female characters, was not part of the ending fight scene. Which I mean that's pretty crazy if you think about it. Like
Yeah, she wasn't there. Yep.
yeah,
She had a
like
second.
you, I don't know. That was kind of weird. That I mean I get it. Like it's part of the story that she had to die first, but it's like yeah, she never actually got her moment to team up with everybody, right?
Well, because I believe, like, obviously, because look, we know that Florence Pugh, White Widow, well, no, she's not White Widow anymore, but
Hmm.
Yelena got uh, got dusted, right? She was dusted. We know that from Hawkeye. I think she was when she got
Yeah.
dusted, right? So I assume Black Widow has been keeping tabs on Yelena, or whatever, and they figured
Who? The
like
Red Room?
who
Who are you talking about?
I figured that she kept tabs on Yelena. Knew she got dusted because remember in her
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
her solo
Sorry.
movie that was in between, right? That was not during.
They never actually, yeah, they never talked about that. Yeah. I mean, I guess in Endgame, it's
Civil
kind
War.
of like assumed or, well,
Black
no, not, well,
Black Widow's
because
movie.
she was kind of like really sad in Endgame,
Yeah, she was.
Black Widow.
Was it Civil War was Black Widow takes place Civil War Infinity War between it.
Yeah, right before in
Yeah.
Infinity
So
War.
I think after that she would keep tabs on, like she would be aware, keeping watch on, and she knew that Yelena probably got dusted or something like that.
Right. Yeah, that's why I don't really like Black Widow being a prequel because then you're like, yeah, you kind of forget where it's like that movie. I don't know. Like, I get killing off Black Widow kind of sets. You can't obviously do a present day story. She's dead. But I don't know. I don't. I feel like they kind of missed their time to do a Black Widow movie and they did it way too late. And as a result, it was kind of just
It was the Black
confusing.
Widow it was basically a send off to like Natasha, like kind of like the Scarlet Johansson in a way. You could say she's coming
Hmm.
back, but it was also a beginning to Yelena and Red Guardian and Alexei. Like it's right.
Right.
But yeah, we'll go back to Thunderbolts. But yeah, heard I heard this, and I I know there's some people defending this. I know John Campia is like kind of defending this, but I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna defend this because Jeremy Renner has been part of the MCU for over a decade,
Hmm.
and he's not asking for a raise here. He's just asking to get paid as much as he was for the first season. And I
Did
feel like
John Campia have a problem with that?
I don't know. He feels like the studios don't own it to the actors. They kind of do.
Why?
They kind of do a bit.
They kind of what? I mean, oh my God, John Campia's an idiot.
They kind
Why?
of
Okay,
do.
first off, one, I mean, I mean, who would have watched Hawkeye just for Kate Bishop?
Yeah.
Like, everybody would have been pissed off. So people watch that show because, yeah, Jeremy Renner was in it. I don't think, personally, I'm not a fan of Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. I think they should lean him more in the direction of what the comic Hawkeye is. But
It's
like he's still a OG Avenger. So
it's
it's like,
it's a respect factor.
yeah, like unless he's not in the show a lot, but then why even make the show? Like, I mean, Kate Bishop by herself is not very interesting. Like, they did try that in the comics, and it was not very good. So it works better if it's her and Clint. So why? I don't know. That's John Campea says a lot of stupid things. I think like if you're not gonna recast these actors and they're still around and you still want to work with them,
Sure.
then you should just pay them what they are owed, right?
Sure.
Like, yeah, he wasn't even asking for more.
Haley Steinfeld could get a raise, fine, but that's not the point. That's the point that Jeremy Renner.
Let's be honest. Would you guys watch Hawkeye season 2 if it would just had Haley Steinfeld? Like, it
Me,
doesn't sound very enticing, in my opinion. Like, I know we're MCU fans, but that doesn't like excite me whatsoever.
If she was in more
also,
projects, I would probably.
Even
well,
if she was in more projects, I'm not even saying I don't like Kate Bishop, but some characters don't need to be like her. First off, one, the whole dynamic with her and Clint is really what sells her character. Like Kate
yeah,
Bishop is like this is what you guys gotta understand. Like she's in the MCU. They did change her character a lot because in the comics she was like a spoiled brat, right? And Hawkeye was like this guy down on his luck who was not very wealthy, even as an Avenger. He lived in some broken down apartment in New York City, and Kate Bishop was kind of just. I mean, they have an interesting dynamic, but um, I mean, she's kind of an asshole, right? And they changed that in the show, but they still work better together. Like I don't know, like it's like to me, it's like doing uh, a Wasp movie or a Wasp TV show. You're like
nobody's gonna watch.
Ant-Man and the Wasp work, yeah, regardless of what version it is, like Hank Pym or Janet Van Dyne. I don't I mean obviously I like Janet Van Dyne and I
Okay,
wish she was the MCU Wasp, but yeah, you don't I don't think you should separate the two characters if they work better together.
well, she's not going back to Wasp anyway. That actress is like done.
Yeah, she's not coming back anyway. I think
Or
no
they
one really likes the MCU Wasp to begin with,
hope.
so it doesn't really matter. But
But yeah, this. But let's go back to this movie. Yeah, now, guys, blinded, George, blinded. Now we did a stream couple about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago on the final trailer of this movie, right, Blind? You remember that? And we talked about how
mm,
we're missing a certain character, right? That they kind of advertised was in the Thunderbolts movie, right? Now
right,
we know why.
yeah, I don't know if that was like a last minute change or what that was about. Was it a fake out or something? Because
Yeah,
yeah, they did change. It wasn't just like yeah, they didn't show Taskmaster in the final trailer, but then they changed the asterisks as well to represent 5 characters instead of 6,
yeah,
and they pretty much like put her in the background of the posters and stuff. I mean, most people guessed it right. I thought they would have maybe there was like a twist with Taskmaster, but no, that didn't happen.
yeah.
Um,
It was yeah. Like I read somewhere there before the movie came out that somebody saw a screen. There's like not specifically a spoiler, but a warning. There's a shocking thing in the beginning. I assume
mhm.
that was it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they got rid of her fast.
This was shot 3 weeks
Hmm.
ago. The post credit scene.
Yeah, that's what uh people are saying that it was that post credit scene was shot by the Russo brothers.
It was by the Russo
So
brothers. It felt
Doomsday
rushed.
Doomsday might focus on the conflict between the new Avengers and the Avengers, and possibly maybe Doom coming in, and like I don't know exactly what
You could
Doom is gonna do when you have all these different teams. Like some people have this theory that Doom would pretend to be a version of Tony Stark to trick the MCU characters into fighting the Fantastic Four and X-Men. That's one theory
manipulate.
that people have. Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna do a Thanos, right? Like people think, oh, he's gonna win and all that stuff like that. I think it's gonna be kind of like there's gonna be a twist on the character for the story to make some sense. And obviously in the post credit scene they do hint toward
I
um they hint toward the incursions that are happening.
I do think it's a mistake. I like the post credit scene, but I think it's kind of. I mean, I don't know. I think they could have shown that Fantastic Four post credit scene, but
Not
I guess
really. It makes sense for this movie.
it's the hype of Fantastic Four movie in Doomsday. Obviously, that's the
Well, I don't even think I mean it was three different things, right?
yeah.
I mean a major thing that they set up was that the new Avengers and the Avengers have a conflict.
Oh yeah,
That was like a pretty important part that they mentioned, right? Like Bucky said, I couldn't talk to Sam, and he was like really upset. And I mean, that's pretty shocking, right? Like that they would have such a strong disagreement. So Bucky leads one Avengers, and then Sam leads the other. I think that's kind of interesting. It definitely gives me like uh, kind of Civil War vibes, right? Like in the comics at least, where Cap was leading one team and Iron Man was leading a different team.
but you know,
We only got a little bit of that in the Civil War movie, but
yeah,
that was an ongoing thing. So
but eventually in the end, they're all gonna join up and try to fix things. It's gonna that's the end game. Like
maybe, maybe not.
I mean, this isn't as deep as Civil War.
I mean, the new Avengers are. I wouldn't necessarily say that though. The new because you got to remember this version of the new Avengers is basically the Dark Avengers. They're being
yeah,
backed by Val, right? And I'm
um,
sure
they kind of
there's
black
gonna,
fell.
yeah. Well, she's still gonna be, you know,
Yeah,
uh,
because
like I don't know how long. I wish this is the thing. I wish this movie came out sooner.
why does Stan one out? I mean, he's in. You think he's in Doomsday, isn't he?
Yeah, he is in Doomsday.
Well, I know some people are gonna die in Doomsday. Maybe. Obviously, there has to be. Uh, but yeah, I mean, like, look, I don't know who has actual copyrights on the Avengers name because it's not Sam. Can't really. Sam would have to
The
go to.
government does.
Yeah, the government does. Sam would have to go there, and technically, the new Avengers are working with the government too because Val is in
Well,
the government.
technically, not really, because Val has her own company,
I
Ox
thought.
E
Oh, that's
Group.
true. I thought Val was going to be revealed herself as working with that she's really bringing back Hydra or something like that. That she's really Hydra.
Nah, I think what Val is going to be like the step in or the replacement for Norman Osborn, and because Norman Osborn was the one that assembled the Avengers, and
Yeah,
I think what I mean, this is why I say I wish this movie came out a little bit before, because one of the things that happens is the new Avengers that he assembles was like an absolute disaster. And like people died, people obviously went to jail, right? Like Scorpion killed a ton of people because he couldn't control the symbiote. Like there's a
yeah.
lot of
I remember.
stuff going on, and as a result, Norman Osborn had to form another Avengers team.
Yeah,
Because the first group of people, they were too destructive. So I wonder, and that's another theory people have, is that the new Avengers gets killed off or something happens to them in the
I don't
beginning of
think
this
they call the
movie.
new Avengers because they're not going to kill Florence Pugh. I'm
Not
sorry.
all of them, but
It's definitely not.
something happens to
Definitely
them.
not Florence Pugh. Definitely not Florence Pugh. If I'm not,
I don't know. These are all just theories I'm putting out.
it's definitely because they know Florence Pugh is money maker for them. Like she's if it's gonna be a person they're gonna kill off, it's gonna be probably if Sebastian Stan wants out, maybe Sebastian Stan. And I'm gonna say David Harbour's character, Red Guardian.
Mm. I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would kill those characters. I feel like they would kill off U.S. Agent and Ghost.
Let's
And
talk about that. This movie is done. This movie is done well with the mental health aspect, therapy, trauma aspect. But I'll say this: I
yeah,
think it's gotten more done more a little bit more with Ghost in that aspect. Um,
yeah, I do wonder, like, because they focus on. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised they didn't focus on Ghost. Maybe it was because we already saw what happened to Ghost, so they didn't want to focus too much on it. Because if you notice, they didn't focus a lot on Bucky and Red Guardian either.
it was U.S. agents and mostly
Yeah, and just Yelena and obviously Sentry.
and Sentry. Good point, Sentry. Yeah,
Yeah.
um, and this is what see. Marvel tries this, but sometimes their jokes and the writing gets in the way. Like
Hmm.
Thor: Love and Thunder, they try this with how Thor is dealing with Jane's cancer, like all that. But things would get in the way, like the timing of jokes, right? The seriousness would get taken away by like the jokes and non-serious. Like but here, it didn't do that.
Hmm.
Here, when stuff is serious, a joke didn't come out of nowhere. To like a stupid joke didn't come out of nowhere to break up a serious moment. Like that's what I like about this film. Like it wasn't right? This is what this film
Right.
was. It was look. This is there's a lot of funny moments in this film, but it was also a very serious film. And and guys, guys, I was watching Kristen Harloff's video, not video stream, and there's some people sent super chats and didn't like the therapy and trauma. Like people, I go to see superhero movies for escapism, and I'm like, if you go superhero movies for escapism and don't realize that superheroes are meant to go through trauma and therapy and stuff like this, you shouldn't be watching superhero stuff or reading superhero stuff. Every superhero
I
thing
mean,
is
that's just
trauma.
kind of the thing is like if there's no meat on the bone and it's all
Yeah,
just I
I'm,
don't know. That's just
I'm like,
like
I'm
the one thing that was good. I mean, I don't. Sometimes I don't understand people because it's like I obviously I want to see the action of this stuff, but it's like we're coming to see the characters. So
we're
if
making
there's
look
no
at
story,
Sentry,
what do you do?
but
Yeah, well,
actually,
I mean,
got
well,
their ass whipped by Sentry.
hold on a minute. Sentry, the whole point of Sentry is the mental health story. Like
Yes,
that's. I mean, if you go and read the original Sentry miniseries where he debuted, that whole comic is about. I mean, it's very. The only difference is obviously in the Marvel universe, he was a forgotten hero, and so there was like kind of a mystery
yeah.
of like why did people
Here,
forget
here,
about
here,
Sentry?
here was supposed to be a created hero, right? They were trying to create a hero, right?
Yeah, they were trying to create a hero and stuff. But yeah, he was already technically an established character that everybody forgot.
I saw that.
And yeah, I did see that too. Um, I mean, eh, I thought what's his name? Pullman, his dad was in Spaceballs.
He looks exactly
Um,
like his dad, doesn't he? Like,
he does look like his dad.
like yeah, it looks. Oh yeah, and he was good at Sentry. Like, yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, he was pretty good at Sentry.
only thing it
Which, by the way, at the ending in the post-credit scene, it was funny. He's reading a book that I literally just bought. It's a book by Rick Rubin. And the only reason why I knew because they don't show you the title, but the back of the book is a circle with like a dot in it, and so you could see it like him reading it, like, and you could see the back. So I was like, oh, that's actually kind of funny. So yeah, I just want to point that out because I didn't see anyone point that out. You're saying people who complain when the character's work isn't there. Yeah, I know, right? It's really frustrating when people have that criticism because it's like, okay, you guys complain that there's no good storytelling, and then now it's you have good storytelling, and now it's oh I don't come for the movie for that. It's like, dude, like make up your mind, right? It's the
well,
same people complaining right now about Taskmaster. It's like everybody complained that Taskmaster was changed and they didn't like how they tied the character to the Red Room and all that stuff. Now you have people going like, "Oh, they should have never did that because she was a victim and yada yada yada." And it's like no one cared about the character. Like you guys all of a sudden care about this
they're
character that
demanding more from the
showed up
character.
one time and was not even nowhere close to what you guys wanted because the character's a beloved character or a beloved villain. So it's like, I don't know. I just roll my eyes at that. I'm like, that's insanely stupid. It's like the people all of a sudden now coming out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, well, Bucky should have been Captain America." It's like Bucky as Captain America in the comics was ass.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I still don't like Sam Wilson in the comics as Captain America. I don't mind him in the movies now, but I gotta be honest, like Bucky was still pretty bad, and there was other people who took on Captain America too. That's another thing people forget. There's quite a lot of people who became Captain America. So, like even Hawkeye was Captain America for a little bit before
Call
Bucky
every
took
Marvel movie
over.
woke. Every Marvel movie's woke.
Yeah, they all say that. They all say that freaking BS.
Yeah. Look, Tony was doing a stream last night. Game for Geeks. So he looks at Critical Drinkers review, and he's like, at the beginning of Critical Drinkers review, there's Florence Pugh's character Yelena. At the beginning of the film, she's on top of one of the tallest towers in the world. I think it's the second
Right.
building tallest, right? They said, and as she is describing his review, he's like, "Here's Florence Pugh's character describing problems, modern feminism." I'm like, what?
Yeah. By the way, that had nothing to do with feminism or anything like that. It was pretty relatable, regardless of gender. It's like you're just I don't know where he got that from. There was no she didn't talk about gender or anything like that. She was just like, my life is boring and I want purpose in my life. That's literally what she was talking about. So I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know how
any
that has.
person.
Yeah, critical drinker. Like the irony, obviously, is that he's not a very critical person. He's actually a retard. But um, just go and watch his movie that he put out, and that should just tell you that the guy the guy levies these criticisms at Hollywood movies, but he can't write to save his life. And he clearly doesn't understand anything about storytelling. And it's funny too when he actually likes something and then his audience pushes back. Notice how he like walks back things that he liked. He did this with Fallout. Like people criticized Fallout because the continuity was wrong and all this dumb shit that makes no sense. And and then all of a sudden he just started hating on the show, even though he gave it a positive review. So yeah, that should kind of tell you who fucking Critical
Yeah,
Drinker is.
yeah.
Can't actually fucking stand on his own opinions.
Crow Jigger's dumb British cook too.
Yeah, I mean he's a
Oh yeah,
dumb.
like they were looting Taskmaster, and Yelena is like, because Yelena knows about Taskmaster, like have some respect, right? Like, because Yelena knows Taskmaster, obviously.
I don't know why. It almost gave me the same vibes as in Deadpool and Wolverine when Johnny got killed, and it was like you just
Yeah.
cost that guy's life.
Hmm.
Like when Wolverine was like, you just cost him his life.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, looking back at I love Deadpool Wolverine, but I always loved it when Wolverine was like you just did that. No, you just did that.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I
mean,
do
to
like
be
this.
fair, that wasn't like the Taskmaster that people wanted to see, though.
No,
No,
some people believe that we're gonna get the Taskmaster.
I think them killing this version off is just them saying we're gonna do another Taskmaster, because they
Yeah.
didn't even like they show her face and then it's like boom, she just gets shot right in the head and then drops down and
That's
then she's
funny.
incinerated. So it's
Hmm.
like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I'm like, all of a sudden, all these people on Twitter are all like, they should have never done that to Taskmaster, and Taskmaster was a great character, and like, shut up. All of a sudden, you guys are saying she's a great character. Yeah, right. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, 4 years ago when Black Widow came out, Taskmaster was heavily criticized, and all of a sudden, people they done her dirty. They done her
Yeah,
dirty.
this is why you can never listen to people on Twitter, because all of a sudden they'll make you believe everybody agrees with something, like, and everybody's in the comments like agreeing and liking it, and you're like, dude, like 4 years ago, no one was saying this.
Hmm.
Like just like how, as I always say, 8 years ago or 9 years ago now, no one was talking about how Batman vs Superman was a masterpiece. The only person who was saying it was a masterpiece was Grace Randolph. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, Campia too. Campia says it's a masterpiece. All the
Campus
time.
was a masterpiece. Batman vs
Yes,
Superman.
Superman. BVS. Yes, and Man of
I
Steel.
thought he hated it, but
Oh no. Man of Steel. He said was a masterpiece.
yeah, I know he likes Man of Steel, but
Yeah.
he's nothing more than pop culture. I can never say that word. You know what it is. Yeah. I mean, eh, these guys are all fraudsters and shit.
East and Century.
Um, I feel
I do
bad for
like
the
Bob's
actor who
story.
played Taskmaster.
I do
Not
like
really.
Bob's story. I understand it's a history of mental illness, obviously trauma from his childhood, because you see that his parents were abusive, or his father was, at
Right.
least verbal. They're not going to show physical abuse in a Marvel movie. They won't never show that to obviously with kids. That's but they show it as the verbal abuse, and he has a history of mental illness, and he had like really no direction in life. So I like how he just voluntarily uh, signed up for a medical study. Right, it turns out to be the Century Project. That he survived because all the other subjects apparently died. Right, Valentina was
Mm,
behind it, and she thought nobody survived it. Right, like she didn't know somebody
right.
survived because when she sent the all her assassins to kill each other, right? Because she knows the heat's on her, right, for bringing her down, right? But Randall Pierce's character, right, and I forget the
Hmm.
guy's name, you know, and you see that Bob's there, and she sees the video footage, like who is that,
Mm.
right? You know what's funny? I mean, you know what's funny when when they were escaping, right? When they were escaping, they had to climb up. They had to climb up all four of them, together. Oh my god!
Mm.
Remember that with the when they had to climb and it was very very high, and they had to try to get to the elevator was out of commission. They had to use their legs.
Wait, wait. I can't say his last name, but Degrassi puts a comment. Uh, why would he be taking Marvel to court?
Yeah,
I mean, he wasn't. I mean, I know he helped Paul Jenkins create Sentry, but he did. He from the sounds of it, he sounded like he wasn't upset that he wasn't. That he didn't get to draw. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh
it's
yeah,
even
he
you.
did talk about that 5 days ago. Century co-creator, the House of Stolen Ideas. I mean, okay, that's interesting because he did talk. Because he did say like in the past that he didn't really mind because I mean he didn't. I mean it was him and Paul Jenkins were like kicking around the idea. Um, and then Paul Jenkins went to did it with that other artist. He did the Inhumans with Paul Jenkins. He
Hmm.
did more than help. Yeah, no. No, I get that. He was the one who he drew all these like different concept arts of like century and like different decades and stuff, and he was the one that like fleshed the character out more. But when in the past he said he didn't like he wasn't that upset. Like he kind of understood because I mean the other guy who did the art. I'm blanking on his name. Is it Jay?
I'm
Um,
reading this. What's he doing?
yeah, I'm only learning about this now because I didn't know that he not is claiming he's upset. I mean, I understand him being upset. It's like you guys were kicking
I'm
around this idea, and he helped contribute to it. Paul Jenkins is likely joining him in the lawsuit. Oh, well, that's interesting.
Marvel Studios has
I
a
mean, he
tendency
never
to.
he never did deny. It's not like Paul Jenkins denied that he helped create it. It was more that Marvel didn't pick. Yeah, Jay Lee. Yeah, Jay Lee's the one who did the art for the original Century.
Marvel Studios has a tendency to do that with
No,
comic creators.
It wasn't like that though. It was so. This is what happened, right? Like for years, Paul Jenkins, right? He wanted to do this like story idea about some guy who was like an alcoholic and he was trying to like figure it out. And so
Mm-hmm.
uh how do you say his name? Victoric? Rick Victor? I don't know how to I'm bad with fucking
Rick Vict.
let me just see how to pronounce it.
Go
But
ahead.
regardless, anyway, they were the they came up
Go
with
ahead.
ideas, right? Of like we're gonna have this we're gonna actually turn this idea into a superhero story and have it be where yeah, the superhero's like this forgotten superhero. Yeah, oh the void aspects were all okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't because they mostly focused on Sentry being like this forgotten hero,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I didn't because at the void aspect, that part I'm not sure. I
The
mean,
void.
they probably should sue Marvel then if that is the case. I mean,
Yeah. If they have a good case against it, go ahead. I
because it
say.
was his idea. It's just Marvel wanted Jay Lee to draw the art, and then Jay Lee got the credit for creating the character. But it really should be three people. It should be this guy Rick, and then Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee should all get the credit.
Yeah.
Rick Veach. Veach.
Big
That's how you
Veach.
say it.
Yeah, Veach. It sounds like Veach.
You can go to Google and pronounce it.
No, Sentry was. You know what's funny? They said he has all the powers of the Avengers
Oh,
combined.
Vic,
I remember. I
Vic
remember.
Veach or
They
Veach.
said that about Emilia Clarke's character in
Hmm.
Secret Invasion too. I'm like, okay.
No, Sentry was an addict and he got his superpowers from a super serum, thinking it was heroin. Uh, by the way, they made a joke in the movie about him being on meth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes. Meth. Was it meth chicken? Meth what? Turkey?
Yeah, he was on meth as like a chicken mascot sign
Yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah. 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 It's like yeah. Yeah. They did do that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. He's taking like odd jobs here and there. It's funny. Um, I like it how his name is Bob. They should have just done a Batman joke and be like, my name is Bob. Bob. I don't know. I don't know how much about Sentry. The only thing I know about Sentry is that he was future. I hope in the future when Sentry and
I'm gonna.
whenever.
I was about to. I was thinking about buying the miniseries because the miniseries was it was part of Marvel's Knights, and I was recently looking into it because I didn't really know that the character really wasn't supposed to jump into the main continuity.
Mm,
Because that was something
Bob.
Michael Bendis added on to. Like he brought him into the New Avengers, and he kind of like he didn't change things, but he just added onto the character to make him like okay, he's going to be Sentry, right? Like officially, because the whole idea is that he's supposed to move on from Sentry and the Void, right? So,
Yeah.
because he has what's it called? A lot of It seems like a lot of Marvel characters have ID or identity. Was it disassociative identity? Like this is crazy, man. Like the Hulk has it, Moon Knight has it, Sentry has it. I mean,
Oh
like
yeah. Oh yeah.
it's kind of crazy, but
I
yeah.
think even I even think a Daredevil. No, Typhoid Mary from Netflix has it too.
Does Typhon Mary have it in the comics?
I think so. Doesn't she have like a couple? Two
Different
Face from
personalities
Batman
and
has
stuff.
it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of characters who have that
Yeah,
condition.
it's a comic book movie thing. Or
Yeah,
comic
yeah.
book.
Like
Yeah,
it's a thing. What if you have a gimmick? You're like, well, yeah, you might have that disorder,
yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, but they come out like in different ways, right?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
really mind if Steven Yeun was Sentry because I did see the concept art. I do think it would have been funny as hell because I made this joke where it's like, oh yeah, of course he's gonna play Sentry, right? Because remember, like people were guessing who he was gonna play, and I'm like, he's gonna play Sentry because I mean he's playing Invincible, and it's like yeah, they probably thought it would have been like this clever change or like not change, like
Mhm.
playing on like meta casting, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
eh.
Zack
I
Snyder's
mean,
just like,
I didn't necessarily completely mind the movie in the ending because I'm like, it did pretty much merge like every idea of the Thunderbolts in the comics and just kind of did their own thing with it. So I just wish this came out sooner because it's
yeah,
like the idea of them um having a conflict with another group of Avengers because it's like, hey, you guys are villains, right? But or they're reformed anti-heroes. I think that would have made for an interesting storyline.
mm-hmm. It was a
I mean,
DEI.
who most height really doesn't even matter anymore. Like you can get an Apple box
The
or wear
DI
lifts or
casting.
some
Well,
shit.
Ghost is a DI. If you could say that, Ghost was a DI
Yeah,
casting
yeah,
too. If you
oh,
could want
yeah.
to say that.
It's gender bent, race bent.
Yeah, Ghost is a male.
Yeah.
That too.
I also kind of like the U.S. agent in this movie. I mean,
Yeah, me
U.S.
too.
agent is really more of a villain, but here he was more like even in the Winter Soldier too, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, he was a little bit sympathetic, but I mean they kept him as an asshole, but it's like you kind of understood
Yeah,
why he was an asshole though.
I
That
like
was
it
the thing.
how he is an asshole, but like I like it how he's like he thinks military, right? He's an asshole because he
Yeah.
thinks he's always in charge. Like he's right
Well, I
and
think he's an asshole because it's like an insecurity that he has
yeah,
now.
it's
I mean, he
insecurity.
right
That
that
too.
he wasn't that people look down on him, right? Um, and he's trying to
But
prove
he's
himself.
bitter. He's bitter
Yeah, and he's better, right? And
because
he got divorced because of that. He's
yeah,
just totally
yeah.
disconnected.
You saw when he went to the void. And he was just looking at his phone while the baby was in his child. Got
Mhm.
divorced and child taken away.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some the moment when the void
Look at Red. Red is just
yeah, I
joking
know.
it most of the time.
He's like trolling. Um that moment when the void I thought killed that little girl, I was like, what the fuck? I even said, "Oh
Yo,
in the
that was
theater, I was
like,
like, "Oh shit."
oh,
Yeah, I thought
oh,
it turns
yo,
out well, yeah, it turns well, you know how we know nobody you know it knows you know how we know you don't die from the void? Because in the trailer you see Yelena go into the void and you know it's coming back.
Right.
You really don't die. Unless right? I wonder if Daredevil went to the void. I mean like at the time. He'd be around then. I wonder if Spider Man did. You know, whoever asked.
Yeah, I like that idea of the void. I know I
Yeah,
am. So am
the
I.
void.
Busting balls, bruh.
I like it how it was him have to he had to confront the century the negative side right like his
Hmm.
in um in his mind because even though the void doesn't feel like it, it's still it's kind of like in your mind right I guess like um busting balls. I like that I like how but the void wanted that right and that's it's
Hmm.
about this film is about confronting your demons right well it's
Right.
confronting your demons
Well,
especially if,
well, because it's like the void represents the it wasn't. I mean, it's the dark side of him, but it's the side of
yeah
like him trying to like give up on life, right?
yeah
And just like, hey, you're a terrible person, and you have low self-esteem, and
and also
the
yeah and
depression
it's
kicked in, and all this different stuff, and so you just don't
also yeah
feel worth it at all
the void is an
continuing.
allegory for the whole film with each character because you know when Yelena says at the beginning she feels like
Hmm.
she has no direction in life like she doesn't want to do that's a void right there like if you know what I mean
Yeah,
right that's feeling a void right there same with the other characters
yeah.
that's a
I mean,
void
you
right
have
there
that. There's that quote. I mean, the quote is from what's his name? Nietzsche, Frederick Nietzsche. He doesn't say
Yeah.
void, but I mean he's pretty much talking about the void. If you look to if you keep looking into the void is gonna look back at you, right? So
Hmm.
I thought it was a pretty clever. I mean, that's also a part of the character too, right? I do wonder though if the MCU, because I was telling you, the one thing people don't like, and this is something that I mean, this is the reason why it's like Sentry, like I mean, he's kind of just around because it's like, well, the most interesting thing with Sentry makes him not want to be Sentry, right? And in the
Yeah.
ending, in the post credit scene, he's not actually Sentry. Like everybody has their suits on except for him. So
No, no, yeah,
I
yeah,
do wonder if they'll do something where in Doomsday they kind of might have to provoke him into becoming Sentry because you got to remember
yep.
Sentry and the Void are supposed to be connected. You can't have one or the other, and that was the problem in the comics. Is like they just got rid of the Void. So it would be kind of cool if when they're like, "Hey, listen, we're on our last fucking leg here, right?
At
We're all gonna
least,
die. We kind of need the Sentry and the Void to come back, even though they know, hey, like shit can get a little hairy. But that could be an interesting idea to play with in Doomsday, right? Where I don't know how long you could play with that, obviously, but because you got so many characters. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the problem with these Avengers movies. It's like they have so many characters. It's not like a comic book where you can have like 12 issues and do
yeah.
so much with it. In a 2 hour to 3 hour movie, with 60 characters and an ongoing plot, I mean that's a lot. Like was an opium addict and married a
I mean, for
horse.
Infinity
I
War,
did
it
not
kind of
know he married a horse. That's crazy.
Infinity War worked. Now it's right. Infinity War worked. Endgame worked at the end. We'll see, but it's gonna be more characters than this because it added a lot more
Yeah,
characters in the right. But I think that's
yeah.
gonna be right. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Will it be a mess or what? Like Doomsday will be a mess or what? I don't know. It's the Russos. I mean, the Russos. The only good thing they actually directed is the Avenger movies and Captain America movies.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of there's a lot of things I do wonder
Yeah,
too, right? Like now that you have
I
the
seen the
new
rumor
Avengers and
cast.
you have the Avengers, uh, like I'm still like, who's going to serve as the MCU's Illuminati to basically egg this decision on like, okay, what Earth are we going to destroy here? Because I mean, the new Avengers at the time they were the Illuminati. I mean,
Yeah,
that was what was going on in the comics, and
I
they were the ones to decide on what Earth was gonna, what they were gonna do with these incursions, right? And it was Namor who just said "fuck it" and he killed the other Earth, right? So
well,
and we know
Namor's in it.
Namor's in this movie. Yeah, Namor's in the movie, but is Namor going to be on a team? That's another thing too. Like we haven't seen Namor since Black Panther, and doesn't he have a problem with Shuri? So is Shuri going to be
This is a joke. This is a joke. This is Degrassi joking because Josh
every
and I had like
MC?
a list of the rumor casting, right? Who's going to be in it?
Yeah, yeah, I
I
did
know
see
Degrassi.
that.
This is a joke here from Degrassi.
Every MCU character ever is going to be in these three
Well, I know
movies.
for a
Oh
fact Brie
man,
Larson is not in. Brie Larson, if she's in it, she's not in England because she's in LA. Because I check her Instagram, she's in LA right now.
I mean
Okay.
they could, she
Yeah.
still could be in the movie. We don't. They
She doesn't
did
have hair.
say.
Yeah, she does, but she doesn't have her hair yet. It's still kind of. She's
I
not.
mean, Sebastian Stan is bald right now. He's in Doomsday.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be bald for. I think it's gonna be bald for the movie. That's the thing.
I don't think he's bald for the movie. He's shooting another movie right now, so that
Oh,
probably is going to wrap up, and then he's going to do Doomsday. Actually, you know who is bald right now?
Robert Downey.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah,
Yes, because
which
he
was
wear.
interesting. I do
Essentially,
wonder if they'll show Doom's face in these movies.
I'm sure they will.
I mean, who knows? That's the
I
thing.
mean, it'd be a good
Because I
cut
mean,
of
if
a shock
you're
moment.
good, it, yeah, it would be. But I mean, a part of the, I mean, he's like scarred, right? The thing is, he's not supposed to be horribly scarred, but in Secret Wars, he's all like fucked up, right?
Doesn't
Fucked
this,
up looking.
doesn't I know this is not gonna happen. Doesn't like soon Reed's son fix her? No, the daughter fix his face. Don't they fix his face?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Oh, he
I don't
really.
know, is Doctor Doom a villain again in the comics? Because in the comics he's
Right
becoming more of a
now,
good guy. Yeah,
like what? Right now, he's Sorcerer Supreme, and so he's like basically it's like so at the ending they had an event where everybody not everybody but they were fighting vampires and stuff and the whole world became like vampires and so they actually had to make a deal with Doctor Doom because I think Doctor Strange became a vampire. I can't remember.
yeah,
He might have or he might have not. Something happened to Doctor Strange and as a result Doom became the Sorcerer Supreme. Or he was dead. I think maybe he died. Again, I'm gonna have to go back and look. But regardless, Doom became the Sorcerer Supreme, and he was like, "Listen, you're gonna have to bow to me now because I saved everybody." And now he's like trying to build out Latveria and make it into kind of like a peaceful nation that people can live under. And so the
Mhm.
Avengers are kind of like conflicted about that because it's like, well, I mean, he's killing Hydra. He's like actually giving people like things they actually want. And so it's like, oh shit, this is kind of scary, right? I mean, he's starting his own Avengers, he's doing all types of stuff. And he also has his own Thunderbolts team, like a mercenary group. So there's also
was he
that.
before Ansem under the mask? Yeah, it was. Um,
Yeah. Well, wait, Doom is supposed to have this scar on his face that he thinks is like awful and hideous, but it's
yeah,
actually not that bad. And so there's like some kind of like, insecurity about him and his scar. And he makes it like this
well,
big deal when it isn't.
I mean, he grew up. He grew up. Poppy skirt. Yeah, I know the grassy. I just saw.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, there's just too much with Doom to explore in those two movies. So it's like, what are they going to pick? Right? I don't know if they're like, would they talk about his mother? I have no clue. Um,
probably not.
how's the relationship going to work out with Reed Richards if he's not in the Fantastic Four movie a lot? Like, I'm also guessing Pedro Pascal has to be a main character in both of these movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because unless someone else is the main character, but
Well,
also I made this joke with my friends. I was like, "Oh, the Fantastic Four show up, and the Thunderbolts all stand around, and they gave Yelena a golf club, and they beat the shit out of." They're like this fucking aliens over here, and they're all standing around him. And they got him pinned to the fucking ground. They're like, "We're gonna fucking kill this one here."
we're gonna Abby you. We're gonna Abby you.
Yeah.
With the fantastic. That's what we're gonna do.
Every time like Pedro Pascal shows up, someone pulls out a golf club. That's it.
Oh, I'm finally catching up on Last of Us. I'm enjoying it so
Yeah,
far,
yeah. We got a new episode
but
today.
I don't know. Abby's just not physically like intimidating.
Well, this is what I said, but
I mean, the
we'll
actress is
have to
doing good
see.
with the performance, but
Yeah, I'm still not completely sold on it, but Abby's probably. I mean, based on what it seems like, because we got what 3 more episodes left.
A 7, right?
Yeah, we're on episode 4, so yeah,
That's tonight.
five,
Oh
six,
yeah.
7. Yeah,
What's this?
so I do wonder. And this episode we're supposed to be getting what's his name? Isaac.
Yeah. Oh,
So I do
I'm doing a
wonder
stream
what's gonna
tonight
happen with
again,
him.
guys, for that episode. By the way.
He's on crack. Air July is gonna go off on Sentry. The
Oh,
actual video.
you hear about
Eric July
Sturgis?
knows absolutely fucking jack shit.
You hear about Sturgis?
What happened to Sturgis?
He was bitching about Nintendo Switch too, and it's funny though. He's complaining that you know how the bundle is you get the bundle right with the
Right.
Mario Kart right, and this is U.S. prices right because he lives in the U.S. Then
Yeah.
he complains that because separately the Mario Kart in the U.S. is like $80 I believe for Switch 2,
Mhm.
right? He complains that it should be $50 because the bundle is this price with Mario Kart, which is $50 with the right $50.
Mhm.
He's complaining that the Mario Kart separately should be $50.
Oh my
People are
god.
like, you don't know how bundles work.
He's an idiot, but they're giving you the game at a discount if you buy the console. Like
Yeah,
what does he not understand about that? PlayStation has done that. Xbox has done that. They've been doing this for generations now, where they give you the bundle and they'll give you the game and they'll give you, for cheaper, right? So
yeah,
they would probably, because to them you're technically buying the game when you buy the console. So it's Nintendo knows the $80 price is not, it's not good, right? And so they just want to boost sales, right? I do wonder how long the bundle's going to stick around because it says it's not going to last until fall,
it says to the
which
fall.
would be weird.
It says to the
Yeah,
fall, right?
it says until fall.
The one to get a bundle with. That's the thing. Like,
Maybe they
sorry,
might. Well, maybe they might
Donkey Kong.
bundle. No, I'm thinking. You got to remember, this year's Mario's 40th anniversary. They haven't said anything about
And
it.
they've still been hinted at something about Mario. A new Mario 3D
Yeah.
platform.
Well, that's a given, but
Yeah,
it's whether they do something for his 40th anniversary, which I'm sure they are going to.
I can't believe it's 40 years old already. Wow.
Yeah.
Since the first Mario game, right? Not since he debuted in Donkey Kong, right? Like the
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, 40th anniversary.
Can't believe that. My God. And yeah, like GTA 6 got delayed.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not surprised whatsoever. Like it never seemed like it
it's
was coming out this year. I don't
it's a
even
good
think it's
thing.
coming out in May of
It's a
next
good thing.
year.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Well, the only thing I only realized afterward was if this game gets delayed, I'm guessing the Max Payne remake is also not going to come out for a
Is it?
while because Rockstar is the one who has to promote that game. So
When
why
was
would they?
Rockstar's
Well,
last game? Was that Red Dead Redemption?
no, it was the GTA remasters.
Oh, I mean, like
Yeah.
none remasters.
Well, they published it and then they didn't like what the developers did, so they fired the developers and then Rockstar uh, basically did the patches themselves and fixed the game or
I'm gonna
games,
do
I
it.
should say.
You know what? Okay. All right. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what Kevin Feige said in the Wall Street Journal. Actually, by the way, gift us some
Mm,
memberships. Oh yeah, some people I know.
But
Oh,
I do want to say the Void stuff I really enjoyed, but I do wish
yeah,
they gave
same.
more flashbacks to characters like Ghost, Red Guardian. I don't need to
Yeah.
see any of Bucky, but
no, they didn't really focus on Bucky all that much because we know about much a lot about Bucky, right?
if anything, Bucky was more like the leader who kind of understood what everyone was going
Yeah,
through.
Mhm.
The
that's
calm
exactly what I was gonna
presence.
say. Oh, make sure, guys, you want to join membership? It's cheap, not very expensive, guys. But yeah, let's talk what Kevin Feige said. The X-Men has a 10-year plan. That's what he said. Here's the thing: I never really like planning. I mean, I don't plan long-term stuff. That's actually bit you in the ass. This saga is planning long term. A lot
Mhm.
of things didn't go your way. I think it's dangerous to plan long term. Like I'm not 5-year plan. Yeah, I can understand that, but 10 years, I think that's over not zealous, but like I think that's little not greedy, but like maybe the word is zealous. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, you
Wait,
think 10 years?
Marvel planning for 10 years?
Yeah, X-Men. Like you plan X-Men.
X-Men. I don't even
10-year
believe
plan for
them.
X-Men.
I don't believe them when they say that shit.
Yeah,
Because
I think it's dangerous to
because
say
they
that.
said that they say, well, I think it's just marketing because they say they did that for the Infinity Saga, and then we came to find out that they really didn't.
No, no.
Like Thanos was going to be the villain for Guardians of the Galaxy, and James Gunn didn't like that idea and suggested that maybe they should just. Actually, was it James Gunn or was Marvel? I have to go back and look, but Thanos was supposed to be the villain in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and then whoever decided maybe not, we should just hold him off and let him be a villain for the Avengers. Which I mean, I do wonder what if Thanos was the original villain of Guardians of the Galaxy, like what were they thinking about the Avengers and trilogy? That's what I wonder.
That's a good question.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
like
really believe that. I never believe Marvel when they say we have like a 10-year plan and all this bullshit. Because things
well,
change.
yeah, things change a lot, especially with this saga. Things change a lot. I because things may not go your way. I mean, look, this saga was hampered by like obviously the inconsistency with stuff. Jonathan Majors. I mean, Doom was not supposed to be the villain. This was
Mhm,
supposed to be Kang Dynasty, right? Like Kang Dynasty was supposed to come out like basically a couple days ago. Um,
mhm.
but like I don't know, look, I'm excited we're gonna get to X Men. The rumor is like the first villain of the X Men movie is gonna be Mister Sinister.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did say this, and technically he's kind of right. He
Well,
is kind of
whatever
right.
happened to the mutant movie that they announced that never went anywhere?
No, yeah. He's kind of right. I mean, technically, we did get Mister Fantastic and Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it sounds
Uh,
well. I mean, we got Deadpool and Wolverine, but that's not really. That's just mutants.
yeah,
Yeah, and that was announced like in 2022,
but also got to remember
not
this is
even at their Comic
2019.
Con.
This is 2019, and what happened in 2000, early 2020, guys? You know what happened then? It changed a
Yeah.
lot. That changed the world. Marvel is small compared to what happened in 2020. It changed the world. Okay, when COVID hit, it changed everything. The trajectory of the world, everything. Okay, so he did say that. Free Dolphins who did nothing
Mhm.
wrong. Yeah. But this X Men, yeah, like good. The rumor is Mrs. Sinister like might be the first villain. I mean, they were supposed to get Mrs.
Mhm.
Sinister from the other X Men movies,
Mhm.
right? John Hamm was supposed to play Mr. Sinister. What's his name? Nathan Essex. Oh yeah, what do you think about Deadpool? Like, speak of X Men, that's a guy. It's
Yeah,
kind of
that
weird.
that whole thing that they're doing with um that that just sounds confusing to me. So they're making a Deadpool and X-Men team up, but Deadpool is a supporting character.
Well, they're not making it. He hasn't pitched it yet, but I get your point. Like,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, there he's pitching it and writing it and
yeah.
whatever, right? But I don't know. That doesn't. I thought if you were gonna first off, okay, there's two things, right? I thought they would have done with Deadpool. One, another team up movie with another major character,
Hmm.
or maybe you do like Wolverine and Deadpool too. I don't know about that, but um, I personally and at some point they gotta maybe play around with this idea. They gotta do a Deadpool and Spider-Man team up. Uh, like come on, like that would make too much money. And
It
then another
would.
thing is, what happened to the X Force? Like Ryan Reynolds was
That's
dead
what I
set
suggested in
on
my
wanting to do it.
video. That's what I put. That's what I suggested in my video. Maybe the X Force. Like where's
Yeah,
Domino? Like,
if you're gonna do an X-Men team up movie, I don't really care to see Deadpool interact with the main X-Men.
yeah.
But if you're gonna do an X-Men team movie with Deadpool, then just do X Force. Like Wolverine can be on it. You can have Cable. You can honestly you
Domino.
should do the Uncanny X-Force. That's the one I wish they would do because that is a pretty good comic. But
Uh,
that's what I think is best for Deadpool. If you're not going to do a standalone Deadpool movie.
Yeah, he wants to be a supporting character. This is the thing. Like, you have to pick. You have to purchase an X-Men for that. You can't say you're doing Deadpool and Wolverine 4. Guess what? You're not a supporting character in that movie because you're going to be a lead character in
Mhm.
that movie. Um,
It's like Deadpool and the X-Men.
Mhm.
I don't think people want to see Deadpool as a supporting character in a Deadpool and X Force movie or X Men movie. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
It
I
would
don't
be a
know.
weird adjustment.
The three characters. Three characters. Yeah, but not been the main X Men. Yeah, he's probably and look, they're gonna listen because it was $1 billion hit. But I think a lot of the reason why that movie, look, Deadpool 1 and 2 did solid at the box office, but three obviously, was it 1.5 billion? But I think a lot of that you could put it on Hugh Jackman in the MCU. He's not really
Mhm.
Deadpool. Like, if it wasn't for Hugh Jackman, I don't think it would make 1 billion. I don't. I don't think so. I think,
Mhm.
but yeah, this I don't know. Like, yeah, like the X Force, like Domino, maybe even you could maybe introduce Psylocke in there, even though Psylocke wasn't Deadpool Wolverine.
Mhm.
That's gonna be so weird. It
Well,
had.
well, another thing. Speaking of Psylocke, Chris Claremont was saying, "Oh, Psylocke is going to be in Secret Wars," and there's all this stuff he was saying. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, it is Chris Claremont. I'm sure Marvel does still work with him. He's one of the premier X-Men writers or Marvel writers in general. So I don't know why he would say all that if it wasn't true or if it was something that he heard or saw in concept art. I don't know. But I do wonder
I,
though, like how much Marvel will especially with Marvel Rivals, like why wouldn't Marvel have some of the Marvel rival characters in Secret Wars?
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I mean it's like if you can bring back Psylocke and I don't remember what's her name. I'm not saying
Olivia
that I
Munn.
want her. Yeah, right. Olivia Munn, and then you also have what's her name, who is Magic, right?
Oh yeah,
Like those
Anna Taylor
characters are
Joy.
pretty popular right now, and why not?
Yeah,
If
they
you're
are.
gonna reboot all this stuff, why not just bring those characters into Secret Wars 2 for a cameo or whatever you want? Same thing with because I know Marvel TV said they're gonna do something with Jeff the Land Shark, but like where would Jeff the Land Shark even appear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
Like
did
would he
say that
appear in
about
his
Jeff the
own stuff,
Landshark, but I
or
don't
would
know
he
how
appear
believable
in?
that is. I don't know how believable that is because Marvel
Well,
says they're
I
going to
mean
cut
it
back.
came from Brad Winderbaum.
Brad Winderbaum. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not like some random scooper said it. It was someone who's a major executive at Marvel who said it.
The, th- the only the only thing is with the live action Marvel shows, that same article that they said, Kevin Feige said, yeah, we're going to probably do 1 or 2 shows a year now.
Honestly, I have no
Mhm.
problem with that. I really don't care
That's
about the
fine.
shows anymore.
Yeah. Uh,
If we
maybe
only
that's the
get Daredevil multiple seasons and another show, that's fine.
yeah.
That's what it should be.
We're
Jeff the
getting Daredevil
Landshark is
season 2.
getting animated shorts. I'll be fine with that. I just want him to like when you read the Infinity comics that he has, it's just that he interacts with so many Marvel characters. So you would think he would be in the movie. Like in the concept art that let's be real, that concept art was real. They show Goop. I'm like, okay, what in all honesty, like Goop, I'm sorry, but couldn't you just replace Goop with Jeff the Landshark? That would probably make them more money. Let's be honest. Goop is a funny character, but Goop is not a character who's going to sell merchandise. Like Jeff the Landshark will probably be the next Baby Yoda if he appears in a movie. So if the Russo brothers are smart, if they want a little pet that had like the characters lug around, just let it be Jeff the Landshark. And
Hmm.
people, I'm sure people will will freak out, and people who don't know the character from Marvel Rivals, they'll love the character. I mean, it's hard to hate Jeff the Landshark.
It's my understanding that Daredevil's on the bubble after season 2. Hmm.
He's on the bubble.
Like, I guess me possibly
I,
being. You mean Dupe, right? Because Goop was from Pent. Dupe.
oh, Dupe, not Goop. Yeah, Dupe. Yeah, you know
But
who I'm
yeah,
talking about. The little peanut alien
yeah.
mutant. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Goop
You're
is Ben
welcome.
10. Yeah.
You're welcome for that for the gifted membership at Goop Dupe Dupe. That'd be
Yeah. I
funny.
mean, he's a funny looking thing, but I was kind of shocked that in that concept art he was there. I was like, oh, it's like, okay. Yeah, Goop is that's Ben 10. Yeah, no, Dupe is his name. Dupe. Yeah,
Make sure
Dupe
to
was
like,
in the
share, subscribe.
concept. I do wonder also who like if you're gonna have the new Avengers, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, uh, and what's another team that they have? Oh, the X-Men. Who's gonna be the teams in Secret Wars? That's what I kind of want to know. Like, would it be the original six Avengers? Um,
Well, who knows
some
about
X-Men
Hawkeye?
characters. Well, they should definitely bring back Hawkeye. I mean, come on. Yeah,
I don't
dude.
know. Scarlett Johansson said like she's dead, so she's not coming back unless she
No,
wants to redo.
those characters are coming back. Don't even for a second believe that they're not coming back. If you're already bringing back Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man is going to be 100% in Secret Wars. Like, there's no like, like, why wouldn't they do that in a multiverse story?
Well,
They're going to bring back everybody they could possibly get. They're going to bring back. They want these movies to be as successful as possible, and maybe even
that
make
sounds like
more than Endgame.
desperation.
Well, how does that sound like desperation? That's what everybody has like ever wanted.
Um,
That
yeah,
that
but
does
that's
not
relying on
sound like
that's
desperation.
relying on nostalgia a lot. Like
This is the only time they're gonna ever do
that's
it. You brought back Hugh Jackman, you have Tobey Maguire, you brought back
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes,
yeah.
right? I'm a
What?
100% certain they're gonna try to get Nicolas Cage back. They're gonna try as much as they can to bring back any character that has some nostalgic value and put them in both of these movies, or they have at least a cameo.
Well, Andrew Garfield came out saying he was open to returning.
Sure,
I'm
he
sure
did.
I'm sure he'll probably will be in it. I mean, what's the point? Like, the whole concept of the story is a multiverse story where all of your, all these stories and beloved characters from different universes merge. Like, why wouldn't you bring back all the characters? Disney does not own. Sorry, Disney does not like using Marvel characters that they have partially creator ownership. Yeah, I'm sure they don't. But if it's gonna make a ton of money, I'm sure they're gonna be like, well, I guess we'll have to do it. I mean, it does suck that they still don't own Spider-Man. Like, that's the one thing I just, it's just annoying.
Who else do they fully own? Is that just Spider Man?
I mean, who knows about the Hulk?
Oh yeah, the Hawk. Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot.
I thought they lost the rights in 2023. Universal.
Yeah, but they haven't said anything.
I haven't.
Um, and they
They
haven't
probably
really
forgot
made
they even
any
had the
moves
rights.
Coop.
from Universal.
Coop
Goop
is
is
the
the
best
best
hand
hand
cleaner,
cleaner.
stay remover from mechanic, engineer, tradesman,
Bruh.
hobbyist, be using for.
Oh, I think. Oh, sorry, Degrassi. I see what you're saying. You're talking about Dupe and the creator ownership. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
they have
see
a
what you're
Lego
saying.
set of Galactus. That's cool.
Honestly, I
Yeah, they
can.
do.
What I can see like them having Doom getting unmasked and someone being like Tony and Doom saying, "Who the hell's Tony?"
Bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, like a Bucky moment. Well, have Bucky be the one to say that. Be like, Tony Stark? And be like, Stark?
Bruh. Also,
Yeah,
do
Thunderbolt
y'all
Wasp was
remember her
supposed to
from?
be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in it originally. I don't know why.
According to who?
I think it was originally.
When has that ever been stated that Harrison Ford
It
was
was never
supposed to be in
stated. I know
Thunderbolts?
Wikipedia said it was unknown if he was going to be in the movie or not.
People just assume that because Red Hulk is in one of the incarnations of the Thunderbolts. That
That's why
was
Marvel had
really
to
just
be.
an assumption on people's part. I mean, you could assume Punisher would have been in it, or Elektra, or Deadpool. I mean, those characters are on one incarnation of the Thunderbolts.
No, well, they said. Well, this is early. They said Avengers Doomsday they're gonna make it about 2 hours and a half, and Secret Wars will be 3 hours. That's what they said.
Hmm.
That's what I said like months ago. That's what they said. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like people, 3 hours for a movie if it's good. Um, they call the tower. They call it the Watchtower. Like it's like what? Let's
Yo,
steal everything of DC.
that's a DC thing, isn't it?
Yeah, in the next
Yeah, the
2 to 5 years,
Watchtowers in space.
you're 2 to
I don't
5
think
years, you're
James
gonna
Gunn
get
is gonna do the Watchtower right off the bat, though.
no. I'm
I
just
think he's
making a
gonna
joke. In
do
two to
the
five
Hulk.
years, DC's gonna announce Justice League Doomsday.
Oh man,
Hey, you know what? It could work. I mean, Doomsday is a villain.
against the Justice League though, you want
You
another
can still
Batman versus Superman?
no, but but like with yeah. I trust James Gunn though with it. Okay, I trust James Gunn with it, not Zack Snyder. Okay, like
Eh,
James.
if Doomsday was going up against the Justice League, I'd be pretty pissed off if that was a movie.
Well, there's an anime movie where he did that.
It's just so like pick another villain that is actually interesting. That's a Justice League villain. That's kind of how I see it.
Make me a
I
Well,
Justice
this is
League
Diesel
villain.
I
and
think
Doom.
James Gunn is gonna make the right decision anyway.
Diesel and Doom.
You sound
Or
fuck, bro.
I don't know. What was a good Vandal Savage? Maybe it's like a Justice League villain. Uh,
We're gonna run with Gun.
but Dark Side, you could
Bro.
say is Justice League / Superman villain. Same with Brainiac. I don't know. Degrassi, help me out here. Justice League League of Doom. Kiba. Despero. With the Despero with sing. Despero's the one with the eye, right? The third eye or something has like an eye in the middle or something. I believe there's a reference to the death and return of. I think Blinded and George. I think people in Japan got to see the new Superman trailer
Mhm.
Lucky them.
at the Comic Con.
Yeah, wasn't
Eclipso.
James
Oh
Gunn show something there?
yeah,
Mhm.
Eclipso. Eclipso. Yeah. Oh, Eclipso's a yeah. Secret Society. Secret Society. Who else?
I'm actually more excited for Fantastic Four now. I hope Fantastic Four
Yeah,
is great.
I hope it's good too.
Oh, it has to be good. I mean, I'm sorry, but Fantastic Four has to be good.
I
It
mean, it's
can't.
looking real good, so
Yeah. It's, I mean, there is still Marvel fatigue. That's why Thunderbolts is not doing well. I mean, it's doing okay at the box office. Also, it's interesting characters too. Uh, but we'll see. Mongol, yeah, Eclipse and Clear's all fiction. It would be funny if this Justice League came to Justice League Doomsday. It'd be funny. Or
Mhm.
Justice, because Justice League is DC has done all the feels Fantastic Four feels new for some reason. It has to be, right? Is it? What if we see a scene of Fantastic Four where the family goes out for golfing? And you see Patrick Pascal with a
Oh
golf club.
man.
It's like, you see him have holding him a golf club and he drops it. and he's like looking at the
Oh,
golf
Oh,
club.
like
He's
oh
another
wait, wait,
MCU homework? What are you talking about, 56?
hold on. I got a joke, Aaron. So like, let's just say like Deadpool's in Secret Wars,
sorry,
and like
Link.
he says to Pedro, and he says to Pedro Pascal, "Careful of any golf clubs," like he says to Mister Fantastic.
Oh man.
Yo, like Deadpool just makes that joke saying, "Careful, be careful of any golf
Oh.
clubs."
Well, you know what? You know, you know what? Kevin Feige even said that.
Ignore
Kevin Feige
Diddy
did say
six
this.
ignore Diddy 6K warning, man. Like just
Kevin,
ignore him. Just ignore him. This
Kevin
guy,
Feige
did you
did
know
say
he
this.
admitted to me? You know what he said to me? He said he can't watch horror movies.
Who?
He said he can't. Diddy 6K warning.
Oh,
In my last stream, he was saying that he couldn't. He doesn't watch horror movies. It gets him freaked out. He's gotta, you know, hide under his sheets when he's watching a horror movie. That's Diddy 6K warning. Okay, and he said he couldn't watch Sinners. Exposed. I'm exposing you. 56K warning. Another MCU movie to watch to get the bigger picture. I mean, the movie is good. You don't really need to know the characters. They
Aaron,
kind of set them
I
up.
got dinner.
all right. Take care,
Oh,
George. Have
okay.
a
All
good
right,
day.
yeah, see you guys. Enjoy the rest of
Nice
the stream.
talking with George.
Nice talking to you guys as
I
well.
thought you did. You like the movie for this game? I thought you liked the movie.
Because I don't like horror movies. Like, I don't like baby oil. Okay. Oh, you watched
watched-
Sinners last night. Okay, so what did you think, Diddy 6K?
You know,
That
he's
movie was not a horror movie. I told you that, though. That's what I said. It's not really a horror movie. It's like Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I mean,
I
Kevin, he
mean,
did.
but definitely better than Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn is like campy, like fun, but
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
that's definitely that's campy for sure.
yeah.
Go watch Sinners. What have you done, Cyrus? Have you sinned? Have you guys sinned? It's like Dust Till Dawn.
No, he's right. It is like Dusk Till Dawn, but it's like more serious. Yeah, Aaron didn't see Sinners.
No, I didn't.
Shame him.
Final
Shame
Destiny
him.
does it. Final Destiny Bloodlines. Nobody in that movie interests me. I'm sorry. Like I don't care for
Nah,
that
I'm not
movie.
gonna go see that. No, I'm good.
I don't know what else movie. What's else coming?
I saw the trailer and I was just like, eh.
What's this coming in May?
It was listed as horror because it has vampires in it and it has gore, so gets the horror genre mark.
Not May 2015 movies.
It's gonna be the movie of the summer, in my opinion. Oh, really? I don't know. Still not interested though. Maybe if there's like good reviews and stuff, I'll go check it out. But I didn't care for the trailer.
What movies is coming out in May? What's today? The 4th?
Yeah. You're talking about Final Destination?
I don't care for Final Destination.
What movie were you talking about?
I don't know. There's what's coming out. Mission Impossible is this month, right?
Yeah, May 22nd.
Little Stitch is this month also, and that's gonna.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna make so much money.
I want to see it. But the only problem I have with it is the actress, the little girl. Like, she looks like a commercial kid actor. Like the way
Yeah,
she's
she
acting.
does. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yes.
compared to like she's so like not as animated compared to Stitch. And it's like I get it, right? Like she's probably a new I'm not gonna like go too hard on this little girl for acting, but
Yeah.
kind of wish they would cast like an actress who was maybe more animated or not as stiff because yeah, she comes across like she's in the commercial. So I didn't like that, but I like Lilo and Stitch, so kind
Wait.
of want to watch it.
Snyder fans are boycotting Sinners for some reason and acting. Look, if you support Sinners, you're giving money to the DCU. I guess it's because you're giving money to Warner Brothers.
Or because you're giving a Listen, they can cry all they want, but Sinners is a success, and no one cares. No one cares what the Snyder Tards have
No,
to say.
no, no.
Like they always cry and complain, and this time they just need to shut their goddamn uh, trap holes.
70 millimeter.
Yeah, I didn't. I wish I saw it in 70
She,
millimeter.
I know the lead actress is Stargirl. I know, but like
Mm.
they have no big stars in that Final Destination Bloodlines in.
They're just relying on more like, hey, this is Final Destination is coming back. What about
Yeah, I mean,
Minecraft?
oh Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft. Minecraft. I don't even know if
Yeah.
it hit 1 billion yet, but like, yeah, Minecraft is killing it. What
Are they mad that Minecraft made money?
are they pissed
Because
off at
that's
the
going
DCU?
to James Gunn and Warner Brothers.
Sideways, guys. Are they pissed off at Sinners because one of the actress in Sinners was in the Batman as the mayor? You know that, guys, right?
Wait, what?
One of the actresses in Sinners.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know
Yeah,
who does she
what's her name?
who does she even
Jane
play?
Lawson or something like that. I
Is
don't
she,
know her name. She was the mayor in Batman in the Batman movie. Yeah,
I
one of
mean,
the
what the fuck?
actresses. Do they know that? They probably don't know that.
The Sammy, the girl that Sammy liked. I didn't even realize that because she's only 27.
Yeah, she was like a 25-year-old mayor, 24 or
Yeah, she
23-year-old
was
mayor.
like
That's
a
very young.
24-year-old mayor. What the hell?
Or running for mayor, right? But
Yeah,
like,
because in the movie she's supposed to be young, so I didn't even realize that.
it's funny. How come she just automatically became mayor because the mayor she was running against, who was running for re-election, was killed, obviously. So
Yeah, what the hell? She's gonna be 28 this year, but when she was in the Batman, she would have been like 24. Like what the hell? That's weird as fuck.
they're just mad
And she
serious
was in
about
the
Warner
Penguin,
Brothers.
right? Did she show up in the Penguin briefly?
No, she was not in the Penguin. She was mentioned. The
Okay, she
character was
was
mentioned.
mentioned, but not
Yeah.
she didn't show up. Okay,
No. No.
she's
The
also
only
in the Running Man. That's interesting.
Oh really? The only character that showed up in the Batman movie besides the Penguin, I think, was
Was the
that
cop?
cop. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget his
Which,
name.
by the way,
Mackenzie.
that guy, that actor, um, I think he's in Elden Ring.
Really? Who's
Yeah.
he voice?
Let me just look. Because I didn't know that he does video games. I'm gonna see cop.
I like. What's his
He's the
voice?
captain.
He's like. I can't do his voice. I know his voice
Yeah, he
sounds
has a
like.
weird voice.
He's like, you know what? I thought that guy was gonna be like the Harvey Bullock of the Batman universe. Like
Con
that's.
O'Neill is his name.
Yeah. You know what? Like Harvey Bullock would have been perfect for the Batman universe. Would have been perfect for that universe.
Hmm.
My feeling is he's going to be like the Harvey. He is the Harvey Bullock of that universe.
Yeah, he's in Elden Ring and he's in Dark Souls 2.
Oh wow. He's
So
on
there
the
you go.
Gus. Yeah, you know what's funny? The White House X account. And you see Trump.
Oh my God, what the hell is? Oh my God. And they have what's funny too? They're like, oh, they want Sith and all these people to come back into the country,
Yes.
but yet
Yeah, the
Donald
red
Trump has a red lightsaber. This is like, man, you guys are. The irony is not lost on you, or is lost on you fools.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like I laughed so hard at that. What the fuck? Tony read as DDVIP.
Yeah,
What
he is
else?
VIP.
When's Clayface gonna announce the casting, man? You're getting the shit.
There was something going on with Clayface, and I was trying to look at the article because it came out around the same time as the
She
supposed
wasn't. The mayor was
cancellation.
not. She wasn't. She was not in the show. Mentioned, but not in the show, like physically. What are you
I
saying to
saw.
that?
Fuck that
Blinded?
guy.
Blinded? What are you saying? But about Clayface, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was some news out there about Clayface.
Oh
I
yeah,
just didn't.
about like
I saw an article that was talking about it. It said it's not looking good for Clayface and Sergeant Rock. I don't know who had that article up, but I saw it on Reddit and I was about to click it, but I was busy. I was like on a walk and I was like scrolling through my phone and I saw that. And
was this from Jeff
yeah, I never
Snyder?
clicked on it. None of the Clayface shit is true. I don't even know what it is. Right? They just said
Jeff
there was some bad news or something. So I have
from
no
Jeff
clue what.
Snyder.
Yeah, if it's from Jeff Snyder, I mean, yeah, it's probably a bunch of BS, right?
Yeah, the way Jeff Snyder just sits, like you're looking at a condescending attitude, like I'm better than you, and
Well, he's not. Enjoy my dollar, Jeff Snyder. Enjoy these
enjoy
nuts
my
too.
talk. Enjoy my dollar.
Enjoy this dollar and enjoy these nuts. These nuts.
Now the Cliffface shit is true. I just know like they're filming soon. They don't even have an actor like announced yet. I'm sure they have somebody, but like when are they waiting? When are they waiting for? Comic-Con? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna end it here because I do gotta get dinner. But Blind, if you had to give this out of 5, what would you give this?
Out of 5, I would probably give it. Mm, I would give it a solid 4.
Yeah,
4 out of 5.
I'll give it 4.
I thought it was better than what I thought it was gonna be. I enjoyed it. I thought it had some good themes and ideas, and I liked the characters, and I liked the post-credit scene. So
Yeah.
post-credit scenes, because I did like Red Guardian. I didn't talk about that, but I thought he was pretty funny.
I laughed at the mid-credit scene because that was complete product placement, obviously.
Yeah,
Red Guardian's hilarious.
there was a lot of jokes about product placement in the movie,
Yes,
which
there
I thought was
was.
pretty funny.
I'm gonna give. I would say I'll agree with you. Give this a 4 out of 5.
Hmm.
I like move. There's a lot of positives. There is some flaws, I would say, some issues. Um, but overall, it's a one of the better Marvel movies, especially since Endgame. It's not. I don't think it's the best Marvel movie since Endgame, which is a low bar actually, if you ask me. But 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 overall, I hope this leads into. I hope it's consistency because that's the one thing with MCU is consistency, and I hope Fantastic Four is successful. If Fantastic Four is good and successful, it gives me hope again with Avengers Doomsday because it feels like there's always that one Marvel movie that's good and the next Marvel movie does not so good. It's not good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, Captain America 4, it was fine. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was okay. Not as uh, not as good as Thunderbolts.
No, not even close. Not
Like
the same ballpark.
I would say Captain America's uh, maybe I'll give it like a 2.5 or a 3.
Yeah.
It was decent. Like it was okay. Like, but I enjoyed Thunderbolts a lot more.
Shut up,
Reddish
Red.
calling his taffy in the chat. What
FF4
the hell
New
is he
Hope.
saying?
It better be.
I hope.
I
One can
hope,
only
but
hope.
there's a lot of issues going in Fantastic Four, and it's not really a big of a deal. It's all about Silver Surfer's a female. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm back for tonight for Last of Us episode 4. It's gonna be a spoiler review, obviously, guys. We're gonna talk episode 4 of Last of Us. So I hope to see you guys there. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment out. Yeah, okay, 56K.